XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
He picks it up on the second, over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
It's over to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell! Deep right center field! Carrying! And it's gone! That one's hit hard. Left center field. Did she do it again? To the wall!
Swung on Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
As we get into week 3, we settle in for a heavy helping of meat and cheese. Perhaps the most crafty and committed of any player the XBL has to offer comes front and center. This mound maniac has perfected their craft, bolstering a commanding lead in the Von Asen race. Now, the pro team. This heavy hitter is known for serving their fair share of meatballs, but make no mistake, they crush their opponents when the dish is returned. Off to an impressive start of their own, this squad is looking to feast. It is Tynasty and the Bay Area Tyrannics facing off with Burning Ice and the Montreal Gex. Welcome to XBL Match of the Week.
Okay, welcome in everybody. Thanks Urban as always for an awesome promo. I mean, what an easy set to be able to type up a script for when you've got such, polarizing players here. One on the pitching front, one on the hitting front. We've got Tynasty returning back to the XBL after another dominant AAA season, and we've got him, Tynasty is off to a hot start compared to his last time, and now Burning Ice also off to his best start ever in the XBL. So it's, a collision course. Both of these guys gearing up for an improved season. And with me in the booth for the first time in a while, Sham doesn't get to do a lot of these, but he's really great when he's in the booth, and he's got the best man cave of anybody in the XBL. So what's up, Sham?
What's up, Uni? I'm happy to be here. It's been too long, There's something about sitting here in the booth watching some good cartoon baseball. I mean, that's the best. So I'm here to watch some good baseball. I don't know about you, and I think these two guys tonight are going to bring it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of history between these two that bodes well in terms of some dramatic finishes. They've played quite a few games against each other, mostly in the AAA. They had a playoff series that went all the way to the end, and a really close series over the course of the regular season in the AAA. Though Tynasty had a number on ice, he run ruled him and beat him by a lot of runs in the second game as well. But once they got up to the XBL, they split in the 2 games that they played in the XBL in their past. When I was looking at the head-to-head numbers, and they were, I think it was 3-1 and 2-3 or something like that. So 2 really close games in the XBL. And like I said, both of these guys are at the peak of what we've seen with their talent in this league. Both of them sitting with better records than they're used to having. I'll get into the keys here, and we'll toss it around a little bit, shoot the shit. We've got polar opposites here for the first key. I mean, that one I think speaks for itself. Everyone knows Burning Ice, multiple-time Von Asen Award winner. That pitching translates so well to the XBL because his style, it just gets even more difficult as the ego goes up. You get less of a buffer on your bat, and you really got to key that ball up well. But Tynasty on the other side, I mean, he's broken records in the AAA for hitting, and he's starting to get a little bit of that mojo back here in the XBL, starting to hit it pretty well. So polar opposite game styles, and one of them's got to show through tonight.
Yeah, and it's great to see both of these guys, playing beyond what we thought they were able to do. I mean, I played Ice the other day. I'm not a great pitcher, but regardless, he still destroyed me at bat. So his bats are getting hot, and I'm happy to see Tynasty back in the XBL. It was kind of crazy seeing him in AAA last season. I didn't get a chance to face him as I took the season off, but it looks like he got his mojo back and he's bringing it here, doing a lot better than expected. I mean, 4-7, not bad at all. You've got so many heavy hitters in this league, so he's looking good. I think Ice is looking good, and we'll see how their play styles match up tonight.
Yeah, Tynasty had a little bit of a deceptive, I guess, 4-7 record. He's played some of the top players in the league already, so once he gets into those middle tier teams, lower tier teams, he's somebody that's looking to boast an over 500 record this season the way he started off. And number 2 point is eat the meat, which is pause for some people, but for us, we're just talking ball. And you think about the way that Tynasty pitches, Burning Ice is going to get his fair share of meatballs, and anyone that's played Burning Ice knows he'll reach way out of the zone. But if he guesses right and you're locating in the zone and he's prepared for that, somebody that has long ball threat, a very underrated power hitter, and as well, on top of that, I've casted so many Dynasty games over the course of the last few years, and someone that can get pretty lazy at the beginning of counts in terms of just throwing strikes in there, getting ahead of the count. If you do that early in at bats against Burning Ice and he gets that lead runner on, he's got that stealer trait, he's got that 90 speed. He's the best in the XBL right now at manufacturing the base pass. So that leads us right into the 3rd point. If Tynasty's going to give up early base runners, he's somebody that's not always got a keen eye on locking down the base pass defensively, but he's going to have to slow down. And I'm sure he knows that after all these games versus Burning Ice. But it's, such a clash of styles, base running, pitching, and hitting on all sides. It's a really intriguing matchup here with the fact that they're so opposite.
Yeah, 2 different styles, and I think you're right to call out the fact that if Ty starts getting in the zone and throwing pitches way too fast, Ice is going to take advantage of that and just move base runners around. He's going to steal like crazy. He's going to take advantage of any ground ball and, eke out that extra 90 feet, and that's going to make a big difference in the end. So they've got two very different play styles, and I think I'm just excited to see what happens here.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I mean, I know it's your first season of the XBL, getting thrown right into the fire after playing a little bit too well in the off season, apparently. So you get to come up here and have some fun with the big boys. And we'll get these match of the week picks now. We've done this, as we've started this season, a new thing. I'm going to flash them here on the screen. I believe we've got all 3 games worth of picks between our weekend, where we've got a weekend stacked full of AA, AAA, and XBL action. Starting on the bottom here, I know the graphic can be a little bit small, but you see a lot of sweet picks on that Burning Ice side. They're really going to – most of the casters are thinking that pitching is going to win out tonight, including me and you on the same side here on Burning Ice. Nobody picked a Tynasty sweep, which is interesting. Then we have those 3 splits there in the middle, which – I mean, the way League Office sets up these match of the week, splits come by, more often than not. So, I guess, Sham, tell me why you think Burning Ice is going to sweep.
Oh, I think he's playing pretty hot right now. His bats seem like he's really locked in on the 93 ego. It's taken a while. He's had, 1 or 2 seasons now? I think this is his 2nd season in XBL. He seems to have gotten used to the ego. And that combined with his pitching, I think he's got a pretty good edge tonight. And as you can see here, I have 0 score. So I am desperately hoping to get some points tonight. So Ice, don't let me down.
I wasn't going to bring that up, yeah, but Sham and Mist and MJ, 3 players still yet to put a tally on the board. 3 players just inching closer and closer to the abyss that is the punishment that's coming at the end of this pick'em. And as we get into the meat of these weeks and hot and heavy into these, weeks 3, 4, and 5, where a lot of action starts, I can see MJ in the chat with his signature gif. It's painful for y'all with 0 points, but it's a long season. We've got a lot of picks to go.
Hurts.
And it's going to start off with some more games tonight. We've got Tynasty versus Burning Ice, 2 old rivals clashing it out back in the XBL. Let's see what we get. I'm sure it's going to be a doozy. Y'all give us a second and we'll switch everything over. Okay, welcome in, folks. Having a little bit of issues here with connection. I'm on that new router over here now, so hopefully it's not too bad. Y'all let me know if audio, video, anything like that is too terrible. Freezing a little bit right now, but it's going to be at home of Tynasty in the Bay Area. Tyrannics, I believe they play at Battery Bay. So Ty with the home field advantage here in game 1. It's going to be Lily Turtle stepping up to the plate, the center fielder. Fastball hitter and stealer.
Yeah, we've got a quick pop out here, but that was pretty good contact. So
really?
Say things are already looking.
Uh-oh.
What's up? Are you frozen?
You said you got a pop up. I was watching the first pitch of the game.
Oh, am I ahead of you?
You're going to be ahead of me because I have to keep refreshing. All right, there's
Oh,
the
yikes.
second out. Oh, yeah, this could be yikes. Hang on a second, folks. Let me see if I can get
All right,
something
well, I won't
figured
say
out
anything
here
'cause
real
I am
quick.
I think I'm like 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah, we might be cooked. Y'all give us a second. Maybe we can figure out. It's kind of up and down, so if it starts running, then it should be fine. But for right now, we're frozen. Let's see if we can get this cleaned up real quick. All right, I'm live
I'll just
now.
do
You want
some,
me to share with you? That way we're at least on the same spot.
Yeah, sure.
All
right, something happened. I'm not going to say
what. I should just add more stress to my quality and see if that works.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Deep left field, and we've got a home run that I barely see. It's 2 outs, a home run. I'm sure Sham saw that 45 seconds ago.
Yeah, that happened a while ago.
Here, Sham, you do play-by-play, and let me go see if I can figure something out with this real quick.
All right, we'll pretend this is a radio broadcast, everybody. All right, radio broadcast. So it is the bottom of the first. No outs, nobody on. We got a foul ball here, 2-2 count. Ice is pitching to Paxton Peralta of the Tyrannics. We have a pop-up into center field. Lily Turtles comes in, shallow pop-up, and that's going to be caught for the first out. Up on the bump, we've got Trash 3 pitching with about 10 velo, no junk, and decent accuracy. We got an 0-1 count on a curveball. Another curveball, 0-2 count. Looks like Ice is trying to decide what to throw here. It's going to be in the corner, fastball. Hit hard to center field. Infielders were shallow. That's going to go all the way to the wall. The base runner is fast. Looks like he'll be rounding second, going to third here. He's going to have a stand-up, a sliding triple. So we have a runner on third with 1 out. Tyrannics are looking a little scary here. Ice has a 2-0 lead here, bottom of the first inning if you're just joining us. This is basically a radio broadcast, and unfortunately, that's going to be a very shallow pop-up to the shortstop for the second out. Very weak contact there. That's what you're going to get from Trash 3. So, hey, what's up? Here, I can try. All right, we're going to try something here, folks. Bear with me. I'm going to try to share my screen instead of Uni. So I'm going to go on mute here. Yeah. Mass Holes Radio coming to you live from Boston. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we're going to go into a quick break here, folks, and try to switch things up. So bear with us. We'll be rejoining this game in a moment.
Okay, folks, sorry about the issues. We're going to actually have Zlat log in real quick, and then he's going to produce while me and Sham talk. So y'all give us just a couple of seconds. We'll close the stream down, and we'll start it right back up.